Yes, people, welcome back to Weighed In, the show where we weigh in about who's getting weighed in. Now, to be fair, this is an earlier show than we expected, but with all the heavyweight stuff that's going on over in New York and the UK, we thought we had to get together and chat about it. We will be back with a show at the end of the month to go through some of the fights that have happened this year so far. But boys, you good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a while. First time this year we got together.
Hasn't it? Yeah, it's been a while.
Good Christmas, good New Year, all of that rubbish?
Yeah, so we're still saying them things.
Yeah, it's 2000.
Oh, no,
We're well into 2000.
But it's been that long.
It has been
Yeah,
that long.
yeah.
Merry Christmas, Stevo.
As I say, we will be back at the end of the month, but this week we're going to go through all of the news in the heavyweight division, starting with AJ, possibly against Miller. Babyface. Is it Babyface or Baby Boy?
Big Baby.
Big Baby.
Close.
Baby boy.
Close.
Sounds like a 90s R&B singer, innit?
Bad boy film. Bad boy film. But boys, well, go on. I had April the 13th, all hotel ready. Me and the missus in the hotel, bit of boxing. Then a bit of boxing. Now, but what's happening?
It's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel very frustrated for AJ at the moment.
Okay.
Like I feel sorry for him because it's quite clear that he wants to fight both of them, Fury and I think Wilder more than Fury because of
But
the
you're
bout.
saying that's clear, but I'm sure in previous shows we said it wasn't too clear. But now it's clear.
I feel like it's clear.
I don't think it's a bad fight.
No?
I think it's at a good time as well. Come on, man.
Is it risky for him?
You've got 4 of the 5 belts, and you've fought in England or in the UK your whole career. Eventually, you have to venture out to the States.
Will this be for one of the belts? Every fight he fights is
Well,
for...
no, he can't win one because
No, but I'm
Jarrell
saying,
Miller.
but
Yeah, but
Miller can win it off him.
Yeah, I think it will be full.
All the bouts are
will be
Oh, is it?
full, yeah.
Risky then,
Yeah,
no?
that is every fight AJ has
Heavyweight.
now is a risky fight. He can lose his belts.
Is it almost like AJ has to going over to America is like a fresh start?
Yeah.
Just like when you have a fresh start here, you go through a few journeymen.
Yeah.
Now, Miller's not a journeyman, but he's a lower end to the other heavyweights that he's looking at.
Yeah, I'll say he's the level
So-
below. We don't know how good Miller is.
Yeah, he's still got his own. He's not been
Yeah.
beaten. The victories that he's had haven't been over. I think he beat Washington, who's probably
he's
the
a
most
big,
notable.
he's a big guy, but he's not got any.
I think
notable
it'd
wins.
could possibly have a similar fight to Povetkin. He's got a little bit of height on Povetkin, obviously, but in terms of the way he keeps walking forward,
I think it's
he'll
different
keep
though.
doing
I
that
think
to AJ.
Povetkin walks forward and everything is working off you. I think Jarrell Miller walks forward and he's just going to catch shots and he'll just kind of...
Yeah, no, I do think
he's...
he's because the last fight of his he had. I watched it just before we did.
Yeah,
it.
and he got
and he was
stunned.
getting
Yeah, he got
caught.
stunned a
And it
couple
was
times, yeah.
the Polish guy that he fought as well
Was
was
it
catching.
Adamek?
Yeah, Adam
Yeah,
was
yeah.
catching him so many times. And you're thinking he's a light cruiserweight. If he was AJ and he's keeping him back with the jab and licking him.
Yeah.
You said about the American audience probably heard that AJ was ducking Wilder, but Dillian Whyte says that he's seen or he knows that Wilder turned down a 50-50 split to fight at Wembley.
Yes, he wants that big fight, but the offer that he got wasn't great. So why are you going to put yourself in that risk to lose another fight and then you've lost all that stock? He's now going into a fight with potentially, we'll speak about it later, Dominic Breazeale or whoever. And that's a fight that he's more likely to win. It's still a big risk because he's going in there with good heavyweights.
AJ at Madison Square Garden, 'cause that's what it's looking like it's going to be.
We're going to New York, lads.
Oh, mate, I hope so. Hey. But, bro, that's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
And do you think that the American boxing fans, when AJ's fighting, the true supporters are probably looking over the pond at like, what's going on, but do you think most of them are oblivious to AJ?
Nah, I don't think so. I think there's a bit of an agenda where they try and make it seem like AJ is unknown.
Okay.
I think he's relatively unknown in America, but he's not unknown. If he walks there, it's only going to take 5-10 seconds before someone realizes that's AJ. It's not worlds away. And if you know Wilder, then you're going to know AJ.
So don't you think this is a good move for AJ? I know we would rather see the big fights and whatnot, but I'm excited to see if he can grow his brand over there. I know he wants to grow his brand in America, and I think he takes over America.
Yeah,
We might see him do a Lewis
Yeah.
where he has his fights over there.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's turning your back on the English.
No,
like
not at
he's
all.
done a lot for us. He's done
Yeah.
a lot for UK boxing.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him going
I
over
think
there
you've got to
now.
look at the fact that without that, the April the 13th was the only date they could have had at Wembley this year. There's no other dates available. So after that date had gone, they had no other option to look elsewhere, really. So then the American one, it makes sense because if you're building up for this big undisputed fight with potentially an American champion, you need to start stepping your foot over there now.
I think these things should be allowed to marinate anyway. Neither of them are particularly old. I think Wilder's like 32 or 33. It's not old in heavyweight terms at all. He hasn't had like a large amount of taxing fights. He's had maybe 2 or 3 tough fights. So I think they can take a kind of a little bit of a leaf out of Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather's fight and just let that marinate. Obviously, neither of them can lose.
Funny you say marinate. I've been trying to teach my girlfriend about marination this
It's been a
week.
long few
But
years.
yeah, I personally, as much as I would like to see it now, I think it's a bigger spectacle in 2020.
Dan, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know a lot about Baby Boy Miller.
Big Baby.
Oh, damn it.
Same.
Big Baby Miller. I used to follow him. I used to follow him on Instagram years ago. He's always doing something on the gram.
So you unfollowed him?
But bro, it seems to be he's spoke his way to this position or done whatever he needs to do to get to position. Who is he, bro? Tell me more about him.
He's a good American heavyweight. We don't know how good he is. We know he's beaten Gerald Washington. He's beat Adam Eck. He's beat everyone they put in front of him. He's a pressure fighter. He's a bit of a brick and a throwback fighter. He just kind of takes, either you take the shots on the arms or he's taking them on the chin. Either way, he's still going to walk you down.
Reminds me of Chisora a little bit in his
Do you know what? I think he's probably got a little bit more
about him in terms
slickness.
of... But he hasn't got great boxing ability.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, you look at some of the heavyweights, they got better boxing ability than him.
Yeah.
That's why I think he'll be easier for AJ to pick off. Like, I compared him to Povetkin, but even then I think Povetkin's got better boxing ability than him.
I think Povetkin uses very good timing, still got good speed, good power. I think Miller just kind of walks you down and he's just like, he just wants to break your heart.
Do you think AJ will probably want to fight him even more, knowing that he wants to take his mum out on a date?
Yeah,
That's like a stepdad
it's
thing.
It's a weird one because you want to knock that person out, isn't it? Yeah, someone who, for your mum.
My mum liked
Anything,
David
yeah.
Ginola and I wanted to beat him up. She just used to fancy him. Never heard my mum ever mention anyone, but she met David Ginola once. That was it. She was like, ooh la la and all of that all the way home. I just wanted to smack him up.
Yeah.
David Ginola had the mumsies on lock,
You
didn't
know
he?
what I mean? He was good looking. I ain't gonna, he was a good looking guy.
Long hair.
Boys, every time I see him, I feel like he's a bit of a fatty.
He is a
No disrespect.
Yeah. Well, he calls himself the Big Baby, and he looks like he's wearing a nappy.
I gotcha.
He weighed in his last fight 315 pounds.
That's like double me, bro.
Yeah.
He weighs like
Maybe.
36.
No. Don't.
Yeah, I weigh 101 kg.
KG!
Yeah, that's pounds.
Oh, blood
Yeah.
fire. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not 30 stone.
I heard that he was a kickboxer. Is this true? So he's obviously comes from fighting.
Yeah, he's a fighter. You can just
And he
tell
didn't
him from
lose as
afar.
well.
Yeah. And
You could fight Dillian Whyte, they could have like a kickboxing,
A
boxing.
lot of fighters started as kickboxers.
Really?
Yeah, loads. George Gross did as well.
Is it?
Loads of fighters started as kickboxers.
What we saying though? Easy win for AJ or not?
Potentially, but when someone weighs 315 pounds, they're hard to put away.
Trust me.
And that it makes sense now why he just walks people down.
So there's a couple of questions I do want to know. One of them is for AJ. Will he pull up on Charlemagne when he's in New York? Because Charlemagne keeps calling him a bum and
it's a
keeps
shout.
talking hella smack. I think AJ, if he's got to do a Birdman, pull up in there, tell him put some respect on my name.
Yeah.
Maybe
He should, but I don't know. I don't know if AJ's personality if that will translate well. Charlemagne's one of those witty, tricky,
Alright, he might fool
weird.
you.
You might just have to bang him up.
So, are we finally going to get to hear Sweet Caroline in the States at a fight? Because they don't really have all that
Are they not?
sweet, like, beers getting thrown at boxers as
I
they
don't,
walk
I don't
in.
appreciate the beers getting thrown at my head.
No one
by the way.
likes that. Why do people do that?
You get dressed up for a beer to hit you in the back of the head. It's all long. You know what though? I'm just glad AJ's got a fight. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. No matter who it is, I
There's
look
going to be a
forward
lot of
to AJ
pressure
fights.
on it.
I think it's a good time. I think it's a good opponent at the right time. It frees up Dillian Whyte as well. He can kind of go and do his own thing in April.
Speaking of Dillian Whyte, he's apparently fighting Dominic Breazeale. That's scheduled for April the 20th at the O2. You excited about that?
I've heard like loads of rumours about who's potentially on the card, and it seems like could be a big, massive night of heavyweight boxing.
Is he trying to do this fight so he fights Wilder, or is it a thing where he's got a bargaining chip for the AJ fight?
This makes it just like gives him every option. So if he wins this, at the moment, Breazeale is the mandatory.
Okay.
So Dillian Whyte wants Breazeale because he's #1 contender, but he's not mandatory. So if he beats Breazeale, he's now mandatory for the WBC. He's already the mandatory for the WBA, which means his next fight has to be either the holder of those belts.
Do you think if he would have done a better job against Chisora, that he would have been fighting AJ come April 30th or 20th?
No. I think Dillian Whyte's got to a point where he kind of has really knows what he's worth and what he wants. And he'll go the long route, the more difficult route, in order to kind of prove his point and put himself in position so that he can't be underpaid or overlooked. Is how.
Also, the appetite for the AJ White fight wasn't there. So it's like if you take a fight that nobody really wants to see, and then you lose it, your stocks drop.
And when it's all said
so
and
much,
done,
especially after what he's done as well.
And when it's all said and done for AJ, it would be a voluntary defense.
I'm a bit like Dillian Whyte, because on my sat nav, I don't take the quickest route. I'll just take the route that gets me there, because sometimes the quickest route, you're going across all these bumps, doing left turns, revving up your engine, you know what I mean? So you're messing up your car to get to the same destination for a quick 5 minutes earlier. So I think Dillian Whyte's on that sort of route.
So you don't take the quickest route, you take the long route.
Yeah.
But the long route also takes a longer time.
Yeah.
Which means...
But it gets me to the same destination.
No. Take the shortest
I'm gonna,
route.
I think...
Take the shortest route, you use less fuel.
What I was trying to say though, imagine
Yeah.
White smashes up Chisora.
Yeah.
Then surely the appetite is going to be there more for the AJ White fight. If he goes in and takes him out in 3, we're saying,
Maybe we all watched the wrong fight, because I saw Chisora done. May have been 11th round.
Oh, no.
But he got fried.
Yeah, but
So,
there's frying and then there's frying.
as in, like, he didn't whack him up and then get rid of him in the first
I think
round.
most people felt it was much more of an even fight.
Yeah, but
Right.
that was a good. Chisora was up on the cards.
And all of that.
But it wasn't a bad Dillian Whyte performance. It's just hard to look good against Chisora.
Brazil's been calling out Dillian Whyte since December. Is he calling out the wrong person?
It's a strange one. I don't understand why Breazeale would be calling out White when he is the mandatory.
But Brazil's in the same position as White.
He can't
Wilder
get to
doesn't
them,
want to
yeah.
fight him. Wilder isn't going to fight him. He's going to fight Fury or AJ.
Well,
it's obviously going to be Fury now.
The thing is with being a mandatory is that you can effectively just sit down and wait.
So apparently on the undercard we're going to have big man Dave Allen. It's Lucas Brown.
I see that, yes.
Which looks good. He's looking fit as well. He's been training.
Yeah.
He put out a tweet like, normally at this point I'd start training in 9 weeks' time. With like 2 weeks to the fight, and now he's already in training doing his strength and conditioning. So that's good to see. Carlos Takam, Michael Hunter, potentially on the card as well. I don't know too much about Michael Hunter, but obviously we know Takam is Takam.
Oh.
And then Joseph Parker, Chisholm, is another possibility.
Is it?
Imagine all those fights
Hunter
in one night.
is a hunter. Yeah, so...
Have you seen him? A few more?
Hunt by name, hunt by nature. Hunter.
I'd be excited about the whole night.
Yeah.
Dillian Whyte fighting is always exciting.
If those fights actually come to fruition, then what a night, because that is 5 very
So many
good
headaches.
fights. Yeah.
It looks like there could be another great fight in the heavyweight division. Wilder, Tyson, Do. You know what Do means? I don't.
Do.
Yeah, you know.
Is it? Yeah.
Hot shots
Well done,
about
mate.
do.
Oh.
Depends what language, innit?
Oh no, it's French.
Oh. Don't want to say in German.
It's Do. Brother, what do you think about that? Because while all these other fights are going on, like these two are literally just ignoring everyone, and it seems like...
You know what? I don't like
thing.
Wilder, you know.
Why?
Like...
Say it with your chest.
Yes.
we're going like... It's like, he's gone proper quiet. Clearly, I don't think he really wants to fight Fury or AJ. The most lucrative fight for him would be AJ. He's going to fight Fury and lose. I think he's just running scared.
It's the end.
I think it's coming to the end
Start
of...
the end.
Honestly,
I've been saying it for a long time on Wade In that I'm not very impressed by Deontay.
however, what I will say is, he's done this impeccably well. He could have been like Charles Martin and just sold his belt
Straight away.
Yeah, he allowed his
Straight
stock
away.
to build and build and build.
He's very smart in having kept that WBC over there fighting the opposition he's fought for so long. And albeit there has been a couple of decent names in there, Ortiz, etc. So he's beaten people that need beating.
Here's something interesting though. So Wilder told Stephen A. Smith, the guy with a mad receding hairline. I like him though. I do like him. But he told him he might be at AJ's reach until 2020 because there might be another 3 more fights between him and Fury. I don't want to see that another 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah. I'm saying 2 times. I think he means there could be 3 fights.
No, but what's the outcome?
No, he means there will be Fury Wilder 4.
What?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got
I didn't
time
even
for
watch
that.
Rocky up to 4. Like, I ain't looking to watch Fury.
Fury 4's the best one. 4 is the best
Rocky's
one.
overrated too. How about that?
My
but
God.
Anyway, the best boxing film is Champ. You need to watch that.
Champ.
But,
Champ. Come on, Champ. Billy.
Yeah.
You man, I cried.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, man.
Same.
Oh, you cried as well?
Yeah.
Yo. Okay.
But I was younger. Fury vs Wilder. No one wants to see the 4th one. I think it's a thing to say. Maybe right after this fight, we can still threaten that we're going to fight again, and we can still try and get the purses up.
You just don't have 4 fights with someone unless there's been controversial decisions. Yeah. You don't even get rematches.
No one even wants to see GGG Canelo 3.
Exactly.
Yeah. To end this week's show, can you name me your top 5 heavyweights? Then I want you to start.
Of all time or current?
Current.
AJ, Fury.
In order.
Yeah, AJ, Fury. I have put Wilder there because of the last round against Fury. Dillian Whyte 4th. Dave Allen 5th.
Okay.
I'm gonna echo yours, except I'm not gonna do Dave Allen 5th.
Number 1.
No.
Oh, unlucky Dave.
I'm just gonna chuck in Daniel Dubois for no reason.
Mine is number 1, AJ.
Yeah.
Number 2, Tyson. Number 3, Dillian. Number 4, Wilder. I would have sneaked in Joseph Parker, but I'm probably going to put in Usyk. I think he's coming up. Yeah, you know,
but if you've not fought at heavyweight, you can't be in the top 5 heavyweights yet.
Sorry, yeah, you're correct.
Who would your top 5 be now? Would it be the same? Would you add anyone in? Do you like my little Usyk? I like him because he's got a gap, I'll be honest with you. And then he's got to the age he's at now. He hasn't had braces like myself. You know what I mean? Represent, rude boy. People, if you've enjoyed the show and you are excited as we are, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, until then, see you later.
Don't get weighed in.